What is the worst advice you have ever received? Sell your Bitcoin. It's at $5. Bought in at around $1. Never be rude and mean to people who are picking on you. You never know what's going on in their life. This sentence single-handedly funded my bullying sessions in middle and high school. I became very meek and accepting of the treatment I got for not defending myself. One of my classmates once praised me for not being visually affected for being shouted at, and I still think about that moment. It disgusts me that I have ever thought that I shouldn't defend myself. Well, that advice is somewhat right. You don't have to be mean, but when you're getting bullied, defense is defense. Don't react and they will get bored. This advice destroyed 3 years of my life. Punching bullies in the nose is the only thing that worked for me. Even if I lost the fight, they quit. My dad told me the next time she hits you, hit her back. My parents heard screaming and looked outside to see my arms flailing like windmills. She never hit me again. We were friends too. We were very young. It's still good advice. I got bullied my whole childhood. Not physical bullying, but emotional. I was pretty reserved, so I was easy to bully. One day a kid was harassing me and I had had enough and completely went off on him. Cussed him out. Told him how horrible of a human being was. The whole 9 yards. That was the last time he bullied me. I actually felt kinda bad afterward. Bullies only bully people where a power imbalance exists. They get off on the feeling of power over you. Ignoring them preserves this power balance, because it makes you feel powerful to be able to say whatever you want to someone and not have them hold you accountable for it. 9 out of 10 times, throwing the bully's shit right back at them will correct that power imbalance. Bullies are generally weak people and won't want to put up a fight if you make them. It looks like you are using an ad blocker. Please turn it off to continue viewing this page. I wonder what the stats are for people leaving. I've been hitting a lot of games websites recently. Animal Crossing, Pokemon Shield, and just nope straight out of any site like that. Just recently. Those aren't COVID-19 symptoms. You can come to work. Glad I didn't. While I didn't get a test when I was sick, my symptoms were very mild comparatively. My ex-wife and her husband were hospitalized and tested positive a week after I started feeling sick, and they were with me the day before and the symptoms were the same as mine, just amplified exponentially because of other health issues. It's crazy how these people's stupidity outweighs their greed. If they cared more about money or were less stupid, they wouldn't be risking having a lot of their employees out sick just to get another day or two of work out of one employee. A friend's mum once told me that if I get pulled over by the police, I should get out of my car and walk toward them to show I'm friendly and have nothing to hide. Even back then, I was a teenager, I knew this was highly suspect advice. I'm sure it comes as no surprise to anyone reading this that she was a rich white lady. A friend's mum once told me that if I get pulled over by the police, I should get out of my car and walk toward them to show I'm friendly and have nothing to hide. Even back then, I was a teenager, I knew this was highly suspect advice. I'm sure it comes as no surprise to anyone reading this that she was a rich white lady. Make her say that to someone from the hood and they will laugh their ass off at that ignorance. I don't think she liked you. Nope. Roll down the window and hang both hands out. Let them relax, because they know you aren't trying to reach for something. Try harder. Like bruh. Just be happy. You're homeless? Just buy a house. You're unemployed? Just get a job. I really dislike those who give out super generic advice without really think through it. Just cheer up. It's not cheating if there's already problems in the relationship. I'm a Christian. An older Christian woman of my acquaintance advised me that I should just get married, even if the guy I end up with is completely incompatible and it's gonna end in a divorce. Have some sex, have some kids if possible, and then I will not be too bitter when I'm 40. Misery loves company. A student loan is an investment in your future. Narrator. It wasn't. All from my dad. You should buy a home early, and at 19 I had an albatross of a mortgage. If you hate your life because of your job, don't make your job your life and then settled in a career path I hated. My BMW is pretty reliable. If you buy one, I have no doubt you could fix it on your own for the cheap. LOL. Oh man 043. Never too late to change careers and do something you don't hate. Also, sell them a pit. House sold. Car sold. Job quit. Don't ask for help. Someone needs the help more. My old mentor about me seeking special needs assistance that I actually need. Reddit is cool website. Check it out. Man up. Try consuming essential oils. Digestive disorder. There's no such thing as depression. You're just sad. You'll get over it. Stop being over dramatic. There's nothing to cry about. The world isn't ending. Your mind controls your body. If you tell yourself you don't have depression, you won't have it anymore. Newsflash mom. Wanting to end isn't normal. Join the army. Army makes real men. Math is hard. You just have to try harder. My mum. Be yourself. You're young. The sex with him will get better. I was 21. It never did. We're divorced. Love will come to you if you don't try. Just be yourself and the girl will come to you. Great advice for women, because they are usually being seen being passive when it comes to initiating relationships. I've done my own thing, and I've stopped caring. It's actually to the point where I don't even want a relationship anymore. I value my freedom far too much. Even for women, this is terrible advice. That's why they go on dating apps, right? Just finance it. Just do it. It's not that hard. Social anxiety. Ignore the bullies and they'll leave you alone. That piece of advice ruined my life. Maybe not advice, but college will be the best years of your life is something I used to hear a lot that turned out to be bullshit. I prefer getting bullied in middle school to college. Never say, I don't know. Fell off my bike as a kid and my grandfather picked me up and told me to rub some dirt on my scraped knees and elbows. I think he was joking. My stepfather has told me to dump food down the garbage disposal because he doesn't want me teaching my siblings to waste food, even if it's burnt beyond stomaching. Last time I checked, he and my mum have broken the garbage disposal several times because of this. Try your best. Like no shit, mum. Oh no, I might want to go into the exam hall and just piss about for 3 hours. Maybe answer a few questions then give up of boredom. Like, of course I'm going to try my best. Ask her out. She likes you. Just stay so you don't break up the family. Not to report bullying. Just send it my brain. Just breath through your mouth. Advice on allergies. Google. Taking antidepressant medication may make you less afraid of the dark. Kinda skeptical about that. It's perfectly safe. Narrator. It wasn't. Q 5 years of being very sick from side effects. Just go to college and get a degree. It doesn't matter what your degree is. Employers just want to see that you can stick with something for 4 years. See also, trade schools are for people who aren't smart enough for real college. Thanks, mom. Just don't get caught. Just ignore them. Just get through college and get a prof degree. You'll be set for life. Like, this lifetime? Do you think you're too good to work in fast food? Tone. Angry. Sarcastic. Mocking. Delivered by a parent in response to expressing higher aspirations. Advice against trying hard. You shouldn't go to law school. This happened after I told someone I was a lawyer. Look for symptoms in Google. Why I have to amputate my leg. It's just a burn. Mum told me to fight back against the bullies at school, so I did, and I got told off by our personal tutor and nearly suspended until my mum phoned up and saved me. When I started first grade, my mum told me to have fun, and that day my tooth fell out and I was bleeding everywhere and it was not fun, plus my gums were damaged somehow. I'll try my best. No, you're not just gonna try your best, you're gonna get the job done. Like the frick am I supposed to be better than I can do at my upper limit? I can't just do better than my best, that's why it's my best. Pick up guitar. Playing bass primarily makes you an automatic loser. Don't care. I love bass more than guitar. To be honest, I should sell my guitar as I only play it once every other week pretty much. Nothing's gonna get me to play guitar more. Bass is where my heart is set. You just need to be more confident. As someone who greatly lacked confidence growing up, this piece of advice which was given to me many times was very counterproductive. My thoughts then went, they are right, I should be more confident, like everyone else. But I don't know how. But I need to be confident if people are going to like me or if going to do well in life. Are people judging me for not being confident etc etc. And therefore led me to have even less confidence. It's very hard to just suddenly be more confident on demand. Try harder. What the frick does that mean? Let's say I'm mentally ill and I can't do some push-ups. Try harder. What the hell? Just be yourself and pursue your interests and everything will fall into place. Put yourself out there. Bitch, how? I have put myself out there and girls still don't give a shit about me. Be yourself. Problem is, I'm too much of a freaking failure to know what disappointment I'm gonna play the role of. Never hurts to ask. You don't need a condom if your dong isn't at least 5 inches. To be honest dude, the way I stopped sweating in the gym was by not drinking water. Been contemplating for years why I not only took this advice, but gave it to others as well. Good things come to those who wait. Nope. Good things come to those who work for it. Remember son, all women are prostitutes, they only all have a different price. Give him an ultimatum. Change or you're divorcing him. You either are fully in and are willing to work through anything together. For example, you both have changes to make and ultimatum unnecessary, or you're already at the point where you've lost faith that he, as he is for you and the ultimatum is still unnecessary. You just need to be brave and end it or but up and make changes yourself. An ultimatum is passing on responsibility for the success of the relationship to the other person and taking none it yourself. But in a relationship of equals, one isn't more to blame. If you really want to stay with someone, all an ultimatum does is sow seeds of rejection and distrust and ultimately you are to blame for the end of the relationship.